Dear students, welcome back to my YouTube channel with a new video. Today I have brought to you one of the most interesting and important chapters of Class 9 Science, and the name of the chapter is Atoms and Molecules. Before going to the chapter, I would like to remind you of some of the important things which will help you learn the chapter very well. Firstly, you have to know what a matter is. A matter is anything that occupies space and has a definite mass. Suppose you are in your study room. So what things do you see in your study room or in your study table? You see many things like pen, paper, books, clothes, bags, etc, etc, etc. So actually each and everything or object by which we are surrounded can be called a matter, and a matter always occupies some space, and every matter has a definite mass. So what am I showing you? This is my palm. Can you see anything over my palm? Nothing can be seen over my palm, I think. So this empty portion over my palm is called a space. And if I bring a duster and keep upon my palm, this duster will get fixed. This portion will get fixed on my palm, and the rest part of the duster will occupy space. So what is a duster? A duster is a matter. So this matter occupies space. Let us discuss the next important point, mass. So what do we mean by mass of a matter? Mass of a matter can be defined as the quantity or amount of chemical substances contained in a matter. Let me consider an example of a piece of chalk. So what is a piece of chalk made of? It is made of calcium carbonate. So the mass of the piece of chalk means the quantity of calcium carbonate that the piece of chalk contains. So we can write you see, each and every matter is made up of certain chemical substances. This marker is a matter, it is also a matter. So this matter is made up of what substances? This matter is made up of plastic, isn't it? So the mass of this marker means the quantity or amount of plastic that this marker contains. Mass of an object or matter can be measured by the use of a spring balance. When you go to a shop for buying some vegetables or groceries, you might have seen a shopkeeper holding a spring balance for measuring the vegetables or groceries. So mass is measured in various units. such as gram, kilogram, tons, quintal, pounds, etc. And the SI unit of mass is SI unit of mass is SI unit of mass is gram. And mass of any object is denoted by the letter capital M. Mass of any object or matter is denoted by the letter M. Now let us discuss how the idea of divisibility of matter or the idea of atoms was discovered. Around 500 BC, the Indian and Greek philosophers and scientists start dividing matter into smaller particles. They go on dividing these smaller particles again and again. Finally, they get into a stage at which they come across the smallest particles. Beyond these smallest particles, further division of the particles was impossible. So the Indian philosophers or Indian scientists named these particles Parmanu, while the Greek philosophers and scientists named these smallest particles atoms. Then they come to a conclusion that each and every matter is made up of these smallest particles. I mean to say atoms. Suppose this is a matter. So what do the scientists or philosophers do? They start dividing. Suppose they do two halves, two equal halves. Then again dividing. They continue dividing. They go on dividing these smaller particles over and over again. Smaller particles over and over again. This way. In this way. In this way they start cutting or dividing or breaking down into smaller particles. And finally they get into a stage. At which they come across the smallest particles, and these smallest particles could not be further divided or cut or broken down. So the smallest particles at this stage were called atoms. So we can say that atoms are indivisible or uncuttable and microscopic particles of matter. By the end of the 18th century, scientists find out the difference between elements and compounds, and they become interested in finding out how and why elements combine and what happens when elements combine. So I have concluded my class here for today. See you soon in the next class. And please do not forget to subscribe my channel and also press the bell icon and select all. So see you soon in the next class. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and please wear mask when you go out. Don't forget to wear mask when you go out.